Hello, I'm Andy, and this is your weekly horoscope from Sunday, the 1st of January, 2023. Happy New Year. And Saturday, the 7th of January, 2023. So, you're coming from Scorpio. Now, before I begin, I would like to introduce you. This is my email. If you would like to have a 90-minute session to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and most importantly, reading your palms, then I'll have this 90-minute session. It will only cost you USD $50. And I will take you into your next 9 years, age by age, calendar year by calendar year, in all areas of your life. And I'll show you how to reach that magic inside you, the soul, the third eye, and the aura. We all have that. Everybody has that. And we are all born equal. It's the way that the horoscope shows. Sometimes inequality comes. Some are luckier than the others. And I'll show you how to get to that lucky situation in your lifetime. And I will show you your health situations in a very deep way to make you understand why things are going wrong health wise and to know exactly where you should see doctors before you even fall ill. Well, we're going to talk much about this later. Excuse me. And so you come from Scorpio. Sunday, the 1st of January 2023. Your ego has become larger than your head, which means you get very oversensitive to what is said or what is done to you. So become aware of that. And when you get to that stage where you want to retaliate with words or actions which are too fiery, your brain will tell you it's only your ego acting up. Just control it. How do you control it? By becoming negotiable, by improving your tolerance for people, and by improving your teamwork as well. That should slow it down, this ego process. And then you will can use this ego just to make yourself popular would do, because you lose popularity very easily on this morning afternoon. Be part of a team would be safer rather than make rules and regulations for yourself or others to follow, because when they go wrong, you'll be getting blamed all the time. Evening and nightfall, much, much better. Now the planets are very much under control. But the trouble is, these egoistic planets will join you to the evening nightfall. And when they connect to your good planets, they bring problems in the sense that your temper can go out of control very quickly. You could become very sensitive to what is said or done, and you will retaliate again in an egoistic way and spoil the opportunities waiting for you in the evening nightfall. So, to avoid that from happening, tell yourself, shut down the ego and don't take things too personally. That's all. Monday, the 2nd of January. This is a bad morning afternoon. You are meant to be the victim, you're meant to be the loser. So be careful at your place of work. Bad news can be created very, very fast. Too many emotional planets take away the concentration and the logic and the facts and figures from you. They just pour in the emotional side of you, which is not good to have that going, where you work in a job or where you do business. So stop this. I feel like this and I feel like that. Logic, logic, logic. Just fall back on the logic and the brain that has the logic. And that will help you from making very bad mistakes and to very badly emotionally destroying yourself and to make that job very insecure and the business just fail very fast. Yes, all that can happen in the morning afternoon of Monday, the 2nd of January. Having lunch with somebody from a friendly situation, your ego will feel very upset very fast. And there will we go again. You become oversensitive and it doesn't end well. So many things won't end well in the evening nightfall. Limit them so they don't create too much damage. The evening nightfall also not good. So it's a totally bad day. Your ego planets have arrived in the evening nightfall. They make you dominating this time. They make you stubborn this time. They make you want control and get what you want this time. Nothing of that's going to happen for you. It's only the bad news that wants to come to you, the defeated news. And so be very careful the whole day. Don't be expectant of anything. Don't go demanding in your job, business area what you want. And don't be demanding of a position to be popular. The whole day, just ride it with being not expectant, and you'll be much better off. Sometimes, if you don't go out in the evening nightfall, you'll be much, much safer. Tuesday, the 3rd of January. Now, at last, you've got a good morning and afternoon. Your self confidence is back. The planets who want to help you get something bigger where the job is concerned, something bigger where the business is concerned. So, the enlargement of your scope is all there for you for the taking. The trouble is, some of these imaginative and emotional planets are also there. So, they make you think emotionally, passionately. Don't allow that to happen because that will decrease the side of the reality in you. So we want the side of the reality rather than the dream like of what you want. So do that and you will get what you want in the morning, afternoon. If you allow the emotional planets to creep in, then you will lose a big chunk of what you're supposed to get. The evening nightfall is hopeless. I rather you don't be going out at all. Arguments will come from nowhere and you're meant to be the loser in the evening nightfall. It's true that some of your good morning planets will come to help you in the evening nightfall, but not enough energy. Arguments, differences of opinion, and being made by these emotional planets to agree to something you're going to regret later. Whether it could be with whoever you are. If it's for the job agreement, you'll regret it. If it's going for the romance that's coming for you, you'll regret it later. So sometimes it's better not to be out at all. There's a safer way of not being made to commit to anything on the emotional basis, evening nightfall. Wednesday, the 4th of January. This is a very lucky morning afternoon for you. The planets of unexpected goodness are there. And that's their way to get you to meet people or find good luck in one way or another in a most unexpected way. Very exciting morning afternoon. So reach out, look in your diary. Who can help you job wise, business wise, financial wise? Who can help you that you want to be very closely associated with? Either a business partnership or either a love partnership or either friendliness. All that is made very possible for you morning, afternoon. Send messages and ask and ask and ask for favors. And you will see your bosses at work or the people you do business with will be very responsive for you. I like your evening and nightfall as well. But your evening nightfall has one problem that the company you choose must be very important because you can be bonding with people in the evening nightfall that's not good for you. Yes, you're going to be very popular in the evening nightfall. Yes, what you want, people are going to want to give you. But I worry about this secretive planet that gives you a bad bonding with people. So just apply that to the people you are going to be with and don't start anything secretively, which you have to hide to do. And don't try to be too demanding and dominating. So you can get better news for yourself by being less insistent on what you want. So go with the flow, as they say. Thursday, the 5th of January 2023. Now you have 24 hours of good luck. The morning afternoon planners are all about communication, marketing skills, and the power of your brain. And that's going beautifully on this morning afternoon. So speak to your bosses about your ideas to help the place where you work. Talk to your business partners if you're in business or chase for the business that you want. You can sway people to your way of thinking because the levels of communication are wonderful. And you'll be very quick. You'll be very quick to assimilate all that you know to be presented beautifully as well. So make preparations of what you're going to do to promote yourself, job wise, business wise. Send messages, send emails if you don't want to talk to people. You'll be very fast on your feet. And that's the way you impulsively get wonderful ideas as well. Get a pen and paper and write them down because these ideas can be unnecessarily fleeting in and fleeting out a lot. I like your evening and nightfall even better. The planets of unexpected goodness are there again, and they want you to hook up with people, whether for the job, the business, the finances, whether for the romance, making your family happy. Something wonderful wants to happen evening, nightfall. And the money planets of morning, afternoon are also there. So go out for the sake of money. Meet with people who can help you money wise. And you will see that you're going to get something wonderful land on your plate on this evening and nightfall. You yourself will have wonderful ideas which are going to be very inspirational as well. So the whole day, use your communications to get things going for yourself. Now we'll go to the 6th of January, Friday. This is not a good morning afternoon. Why? Because you're basically not going to be on the same wavelength as anybody. If you're working, be careful with your bosses and the colleagues. You will just be not on the same wavelength. Don't make things work by showing it, or they will isolate you, and the bosses will feel insulted with what you're doing. Just be quiet and just swallow your pride if you have to, and leave it for another day. Being not on the same wavelength can injure people in many ways, in your personal life as well. So if you're at home or with the people you love, don't show this, not being on the same wavelength as well. Try to be as friendly as you can, because this can bring isolation, which means that people leave you in the sense that they're mentally not wanting to be with you either. So a lot of damage can be created by yourself. Evening and nightfall becomes much better. Now you're finding out and finding solutions. Now you're with a group of people. But I'm afraid that this group of people are also too much emotionally inclined. So why don't you plan to be with people on this evening nightfall of the 6th of January, where the job, the finances area are going to be more that you are dealing with rather than the emotional side, because that's just falling to bits. So think emotionally less and less, and think business prospects, job prospects more and more if you have to be out. If you don't have to be out, sometimes even better. But I see money planners there. So be out with people who can help you money wise. Saturday, the 7th of January, 2023. This is really a bad day. The morning talks about enemies. So you may have enemies where you work if you're working on this Saturday, or you may be inclined to meet people, some of who will be your enemies. Isolate yourself sometimes is better on this morning afternoon to be with yourself. You keep your ideas to yourselves. People may listen to your plans and steal them. So that's also from enemies. And the word accidents is everywhere: financial accidents, personal accidents, and speech accidents. So don't rile people up. Stay away from any kind of bonding on this morning afternoon. Bonding simply means getting very close to the people you are associated with in this morning and afternoon of Saturday, the 7th of January. Don't want to get close because it's all negative groups with bad habits, and you'll fall into that trap and the bonding will start. Evening and nightfall is even worse. Now you're just meant to be losing out, full stop. So why do you want to lose out? Be on your own so that you don't get attacked by other people's planets. That's what's going to happen. And you'll be subdued by others, where people can make use of you in every which way. And you'll be the loser without knowing it. You may meet people unexpectedly who may flatter you and perhaps get very close to you. Worry about it and keep your plans to yourself. And don't unnecessarily incline to be making promises either for people. So your Saturday, 7th January is not acting very well. Sometimes to be on your own is much, much better. This 90-minute session I have for you. Yes, I'm going to talk to you about that. Hang on a minute. Yeah. This 90-minute session I have for you is going to be a 90-minute session based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and this magic on your hands. It's magic because these lines and signs changing all the time, whether in a minute way or whether sometimes in a glaring way. They are all the work of your soul. It's not the weather that's changing them. The soul is inclined to leave the messages there, and people like me will read that. So it's not all about the date of birth and time of birth or where you're born. It's a lot to do with the palm. And with that information, I'll tackle your next 9 years to show you age by age, calendar year by calendar year, how to formulate the best you can for yourself. And your health, I will go deeply into that. And I will tell you, make a list for you to tell you where things are going wrong, even before they can show up. So it's all about early detection that I do where health is concerned. And your lucky colors, lucky gemstones, lucky days, lucky directions, these energies are very, very important because it's all about harmonizing with the soul. The planets, the soul, and you. This is the triology of energy. If you can harmonize, then you'll be that lucky person climbing the ladder of success and having everything you dreamt about. If you can't harmonize, the ups and downs will be very severe in all your life. So I will show you how to harmonize with the soul. And I will show you as well, if you like to play lotteries, how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. It's not a sin to play lotteries, but you need to harness the energy. Don't go about getting the machine picking up your numbers for you. How could you ever win? It's nothing to do with you. I will show you how, step by step, to play the lottery game, or whether it's financial speculation like the stock market, or whether it's the currency exchange speculation. These are big areas, and I will show you how to harmonize with that. It's all back to the soul, the third eye, and the aura. Once you awaken that, then you are at another level of success, and that's what I will do. So here's my email. Remember, the cost is only USD $50. That's all for this 90-minute session. In the meantime, I wish you a good week. Thank you. Goodbye.